Hey beauties, you know I appreciate you for joining me for another one. All right, Sheba is my name. If this is your first date with me, welcome. Right, well, the subscribe button is in one of these corners. Make sure that you hit that button so every time I fall through, you can tap in. All right, so for everyone else that are regulars, it's love. I appreciate you. Yeah, so this is series 2 or challenge 2, week 2, slimmer toner arms. Again, if this is your first time tapping in, your girl is on a personal growth journey that didn't start just now. Right now I'm just kind of, including everybody else on this journey, right? Ultimately, these are 28-day challenges where I'm looking for results at the end of the challenge, but ultimately I want to make and create a lot of good habits over time so that you all can see me evolve and transform in all areas of my life over time. And I hope I'm not the only one doing this. I'm hoping there's a squad of us that are truly living to be better, right? My goal is to be better each day. I want to be better today than what I was tomorrow. It's not a cliche. It ain't something I'm just saying. I mean that, right? So anyway, I've been busy. Your girl has been busy, and so I've been missing in action, MIA, for the last week. And so again, this is week 2 of challenge 2. I am also going to be posting another video within a couple of days, so you're going to be getting 2 of the videos this week, which will be week 3, which is where I am right now, so that will be caught up. All right, but yeah, so it's been super crazy. Like, I know all of us kind of have seasons where we get busy. We have those to-do lists, things that we got to do, but sometimes there are seasons where things are changing. And your girl is really, I'm realizing I ain't what I thought I was. I really thought I was pretty good at time management, and I gave myself way too much credit, because with more responsibilities means I have to really figure out my time. And for me, that's my God time. That's my family time, the hub and the cubs. That is personal time, because I am an introvert slash extrovert. I think that's an ambivert, right? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But as much as I get juice from serving others, as much as I love being around others, your girl gotta have some time to herself. Like, I have to be with me and my thoughts. And if I'm not, I'm no good for anybody, right? But yeah, so my God time, family time, me time, and then work time, right? In all of those areas, I want to be the best that I can be. And what I'm realizing is work, because work is changing for me right now, has been taking up a lot more of my time than it should. And so I'm in real time trying to make sure and figure out how I can get this together. Because yeah, I live to work. I don't work to live. So I need to make sure that's like number 4 and not number 1 or 2. I think I'm trying to get that together as we speak. So if you missed week 1, make sure you go back and check out that video. But it was a disaster for me. I'm coming out of week series 1. Which was cardio for slimmer thighs. Got some success from that, so I'm thinking this one is going to be easier. It is not. It was extremely hard for me. I really had no motivation the first week. I was making myself do it. But week two, there is light at the end of the tunnel, y'all, because this was easier. I actually went into week 2 with some motivation. Now, I did not, my goal is 5 days a week. 5 days a week, 30 minutes of cardio. Again, this is focusing on my arms, but I only did 3 days this week as well. But improvement, because I really wanted to do it, right? And sometimes I think that's a lesson to learn, because sometimes we're not always going to be motivated to do it. It's just having that discipline to do it anyway, especially if it's something that we need to do, right? So yeah, It was much better. I think I found myself like week 1, I did a lot more just cardio and I didn't focus as much on my arms exercises. This particular week, I actually focused a little bit more on exercises for my arms. I am using an app. I'll have this in the description box for you, or at the very end of the challenge I do a recap of everything, and so I'll have this in here so that you can see what I use. But I did kind of have an app go by just for my arms for different exercises that I can use along with sticking to my cardio. So I do cardio about 15 to 20 minutes of the workout, and then the other 10 to 15 minutes I'm doing arm workout, because I understand in order for me to improve certain body parts, overall I gotta lose some weight, right? So I have to continue to do that and build on that. But week 2 was better. Your girl was much better from that. Yeah, much better. Now I am going to be also changing up my exercises, okay? So I'm not going to be doing the same arm exercises because I'm pretty much doing the same cardio exercises, and I need to switch that up so I'm not getting bored with exercises I'm doing, because I love my stepper. My stepper kind of gets me burning some calories. I'm definitely sweating, but I don't want the monotony of the arm exercises to be the same week in and week out. So I'm interchanging between 2 apps and focusing on that, right? So yeah, everybody else is on this journey with me. If you have yourself and you finding yourself having those days where you're not want to, that's normal. Just keep doing it. Just do it anyway, all right? So yeah, I also wanted to let you know one of the things that helped me this week to kind of stay focused was one of my hacks that I use for a lot of things. Excuse me, which is seeing it before it happens, right? Like, I want to see me before it happens. And this is not the vanity that I'm talking about. Like, you know, I'm not talking about what I think I'm gonna look like. It's seeing the results, the end, how I'm going to feel, along with how I'm going to look. Like, I reach that goal. And so I pretty much stay in a mindset where I'm already there. Like, I've already done what I'm trying to achieve. Yeah, that's a mental hack that I use on a lot of different things, because I don't give myself an out, right? Like, I don't give myself an option to quit, because I can come up with a lot of excuses to not do something or to not make it happen. And so as long as I'm staying focused and I can see what I'm after, like I can see what I'm going after, it makes it easier for me. And so that was one of the things that I used. Like, I saw myself, not just day 28, but day 80, like being proud of the process of following through with the process, following through with the hard work. Because what I'm learning is, when we reach there, we're never really reaching there, if that makes sense. Like, every goal that I reach, there's always another goal that I want to reach. So it's not like it's ever the end. And so I'm learning that I don't focus too much on the end. I have to focus much more on the process and what I'm doing in the middle. Like, that's really what's evolving. That's really what's changing me. That's really what's building my discipline. The day in and the day out. Not day 28, but day 1 through 27, you know, is what's forming those new habits, me doing the same thing day in and day out. And so I'm learning to appreciate the struggle, appreciate the process. And that's not easy, but for me it's necessary. And yeah, so that was one of the things that definitely helped me this week to stay a little bit more motivated than I was on the previous one. All right, and so if you don't know, I do have a foundation that's called Sheba. The acronym stands for Sisters Helping Each Other by Any Means. It is for single mothers, and I've kind of posted that on a couple of my videos before. So if you know any single mothers out here that may need some financial assistance, that may need just community, that may need resources, that is what we provide. We try to provide financial assistance along with resources like credit repair, information about starting your own business, things like that. And so I have the privilege of working alongside someone that I trust, which is hard. Someone that I adore and that I trust, and that I'm proud of her process as well. And it's a passion, I believe, for both of us, because I've lived that life before. I know that struggle, and so it hits different, right? And so anyway, check that out. In your meantime, if you know anyone that needs that, make sure that you send them there. And if we are able to help, and if resources are still available, just know that we'll do that. All right, guys. And so also those comments and questions, like don't stop leaving those. Make sure that you leave those comments for me. I love them. I get to see what you're doing, what you're dabbling into. And so, and also it keeps me accountable. Like, you're my accountability, you know, because I know this is not just helping me. I know this is helping others. And so, yeah, I try to answer those comments with the quickness. And yeah, so make sure you leave those. And yeah, your girl is signing off, right? Until the next one, be kind. It's free. Be a blessing to someone else if you can. You and your families stay blessed as well. All right? She was gone. Bye-bye.